This is one of the prettiest things in the world, made by one of the prettiest builders in the world. Yahoo me! Hello and welcome! Welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Yeah, Bdubs been planting. You know what? If we don't sleep for a second, you guys are going to get a quick, and this is before I want you to see it, but that's fine. Now it's fine. A quick demo of a little gameplay mechanic that I have created within this forest. This forest? This field of flowers. Every once in a while, you'll notice that there are firefly bushes, and they tuck in real nicely. They're hidden away really nicely, but you can see the fireflies emit particles. Now, we only saw it for just a brief moment there because someone slept. Very good, Scar. But they're kind of, remember, I don't know if this is your first time seeing this or not, but we're making this PvP place, survival of the fittest map, and all the hermits will all battle it out in here. And I've been talking about wanting to have footsteps on the players. That's something we can't do because it's modded, but we can kind of leave evidences of people. And so at nighttime, if somebody's walking through this area, these particles will go off and say, hey, somebody was here or somebody is here, which I think is really, really cool. I'm very excited about that. But I spent the last week planting flowers and working on terrain and so many other things. And I think we got a very cool look out here. Early on, I kind of wondered, okay, do I do like bluish colors or do I do pink or what? The red, once I committed to it, I was really feeling good about it. And I think it looks really, really neat. It may expand out further at times, but it's just a cool look. And gameplay wise, I think it'll give, if you hide in here, you're kind of tucked away. Let's see. Can you see me? Can you see where I am? Yeah, kind of. Doesn't conceal you that great, but that's okay. Talk to me about what makes steam. Do you know what makes steam? Hot and cold. When hot and cold meet, steam is made. And that's an interesting thing. When two opposing forces, when two opposing things meet each other, something else is made. And I think that's an interesting thing within art. And when we have this huge flat area, what would oppose a flat area? These little rocks and stuff, sure. But a mountain would oppose that even more. And we have these Minecraft mountains off in the background, the brown hills that actually do look cool. Like, how many updates was it ago? Years ago, maybe, that they put these they kind of redid how mountains generate in Minecraft. They definitely do look better, but I want to make something cool. A custom rocky mountain. And I've got already some materials laid out here. So we're going to work on that, but let's just soak this in, baby. Look at this. Look at this field. Well, you know what? It looks pretty small from up here, but what a cool place we've got going on. Yeah, I've been busy and I've been working. I got some wax in my hands because I've been honeycombed because I've been waxing some copper, and it looks like some's ready. We're going to go shopping. But before we do, I want to look at something in the new update. These are a lot of red here, and I searched for some variants. So we have red tulips, red poppies, and rose bushes. And that's it as far as red to make this. And it doesn't look very gritty, like a grid pattern. It does look like just like a nice field. But I think there's some blocks or items coming up in the new update that we could use. So I want to go test that a little bit. Can we do that? We'll break away from here for a second and go test that out. Oh boy, we are getting, I mean, this isn't what we're here for, but I'm very excited for this. Poplar logs, poplar wood set. I've just been playing around with that stuff. There are the cushions, which are going to change Minecraft forever. There's wool slabs. There's so much to work on, so much to play with, and I'm very, very excited for it. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. We're here for red things. So this is about what we have going on in our field right now. Just the red tulips, the poppies, and the roses. So that's about what it looks like. But under the foliage, we have some new stuff. We have red poplar leaves. We actually have orange and yellow as well. Really looking forward to those. And then we have this red shrub, which is new. And if you're wondering, I have tried other things like some of the stuff that we have right now, the crimson roots as well. They all kind of a little on the dark side, but I can't wait. This new update is going to have so much stuff that it's like, I don't even want to build until I have these tools. But we're just going to go for it. We're just going to do our thing. And if we want to come in and add this stuff later, we can. But I'm just curious how this stuff would blend. It is a nice deeper red color. I think I'm going to like this a lot. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. It's so interesting to see. Like, I would get very excited for something, but then when it comes to the game, it's like, not many uses for it. But that actually does add like a nice deep red. And I'm curious about these leaves as well. If we can get these in on the ground, what those would look like, or up high. They are also kind of in the deeper red. Ooh, I think I like that. It's very subtle, but I think it looks pretty cool. Now, if we got crazy and put orange in, does that wreck everything? Or is that good? Do we like the orange? Maybe that's a good blender? And then what, to yellow? Yikes, yikes. Ooh, that flows very nice. We're having fun. I don't know if I'll go play the old version anymore. I just like the snapshot now. You know what? The orange up in here works really nice. It works very nice. What about yellow? Don't be crazy and put yellow in here. I will. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, I think we are going to be getting some stuff in the next update that'll help kind of make our flower field look, just to give it a little more realism, a little more variance, some differences. Some things that make it not look so samey, and also this is like, is not called chromatic aberration, but when something is two complementary colors are so vibrant and contrasting with each other, you get like some hard, harsh edges, and it softens that a little bit. I like it. Want to see some of the cool things? Just for a short bit. This is chairs. I'm working on placements still. Chairs, table, pot, very believable. I'm going to become, I've always loved interior design, but I've always had to kind of use my imagination quite a bit. But I think I'm going to be an interior design full-timer when these cushions come out. I'm so excited. Oh, you know what I saw Cubby do as well? I actually have no idea how he did it. I thought it was going to be simpler, but it's not simple at all. Why is this so hard? He was showing off this stuff, and there were flowers on the cushion. But how the heck you get flowers on there? I can't. Some scientists will say it in the comments. Say it in the comments, scientist. But even without all the variant stuff and all that, I think this field does look pretty cool, and it has a little bit of a functional purpose as well. So I'm very excited about this. I'm so sick of copper. I'm so sick of it. I don't ever want to. I've been waiting. Will you turn colors, please? As you know, I'm in the process of working out my storage, in my inner chest storage, which is, I think, one of the most important things, where we have our our gray colors, we have our white colors, we have everything organized in color and category, like copper. And if I ever need some copper things and I'm on the roll, I want to just be able to open this box, and I'm working on getting a nice collection of stuff here. It's taking forever. It takes so long to get this stupid stuff to turn. I wish, wouldn't it be nice if there was a way, let's just say if you put a water bucket on it, it ages instantly. Or couldn't we come up with some way to make copper age faster? We're not liking waiting. We as the Minecraft community, and I speak for everyone, we don't like waiting, and we're done. We're done waiting for copper. Luckily, on Hermitcraft, I think there is a solution to this that I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. Through Mumbo's birds, over Mumbo's base, beneath it actually, is Suzuma's place. This has been here for quite some time. Is it this here? Boy, it's really pretty. Hold on. Gem? Crastle? Gem make huge crastle. Wow. Okay. Spoilers? Look at what Suzuma make. This is looking really, really cool. Get me in here. Get me in this copper place here. It's dark, so let's shine some light on the subject. Yeah, that's not really adding much. Collect statues here. Place diamonds here. Okay, that's for the statue guys. Okay, oh, this guy will actually... I will do this for the fun purpose right now. Let me put a diamond in. How much? 1 diamond equals 1 guy. Okay, let's just see. All right, take that diamond. Make it... I've never done this before. He's looking... He put diamond away. My purchase, my item. Now he's going to go get my item now. Yeah. And he's going to bring me that item. That's so cool. I do not know how did he do that? How did he do that? Sell more copper, Suzuma. Does he sell more copper? Sure. Surely he does. This is not a copper shop. By any means, it's not a copper shop. I am in the deepest, darkest parts of his base. Maybe he not have copper shop. Surely he does. This was not a total waste. There is no copper shop here, as far as I can tell. There are some cool shops, vinyl shop, music shop, and some beautiful views. I wasted my time. Grian's Parthenon? Parthenon? Shut up. It just goes to show hermits are sick and tired. We're sick and tired of aging copper. Not even enough to make a store for it. Maybe I found my calling in my prison. I do need to do some more shopping though. We did so far been real profitable. I bought a copper golem, a single one, and now I'm just gonna have to wait. We know Corrales is a beautiful place here. I just want to double check real quick. Did you have, is this cyan? That's green. I'm blind. This is cyan. Yes. 2 diamonds per. How about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I'm going to be so poor. 2 each. Very good. Very good me. Okay. That's very helpful. So now that cyan terracotta, we're going to use that today in our build. Oh, look at this. Scar's got some cool things going on. We're going to use that today in our build for our mountain, which we're going to get started on next. But we'll do that after a quick commercial break. Staying on the topic of shopping, today's video is brought to you by one of the coolest sponsors we've had in a very long time, Whatnot. We'll be also doing a $500 giveaway, but more on that later. What is Whatnot? Whatnot is the #1 live stream shopping app where you can buy, sell, or auction literally anything. There's hundreds of different categories that you can shop from. They got Pokemon cards, they got sports cards, electronics, toys, Legos, Funkos, and even snacks, candies, meat, and seafood. My daughter is super into these Neatos right now and these squishies, and they have those as well. They're sold out everywhere, but we were able to go join a stream. We were able to even chat with the seller, request certain items, and then bid on them. Just swipe right to bid. And we kind of cleaned up. Gummy bear squishy, bang. Jumbo peach squishy, bang. Dumpling squishy, bang. Cloud pleaser squishy, bang. Pokemon cards, bang. Huge box of candy for just $11, bang. That's actually dangerous, a huge box of candy for $11. But it's very fun and very easy. Now you can scan the QR code that's on the screen right now and get $15 off your first purchase. So the Pokemon card pack that I got for $17, you get that for just $2. And for the $500 giveaway, it's pretty simple. You can check out the description for directions, but just follow me on Whatnot, and then you'll automatically be entered, and the winner will be chosen a month from the date that this goes live. So with $500, let's see, I paid $11 for a humongous box of candy. For $500, you would get, it would be an unhealthy mountain of candy that you could get. Check out the link in the description, give Whatnot a try, and thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's take ourselves back just a little bit into our flower field and take a look, a wide view of what we're working on here. So I want to create 2 mountains that come up and make like a little bit of a frame. You can see we have a river here. I'm going to go in my fly head. Yep. Up we go. See you later, Bdubs. So I want to kind of have the mountain push out of here and up. And I want it to be tall and work its way back. So work its way up towards this little water area and then down. And kind of cover, I don't know, 40, 50 block area? I'm not sure. But also I want one over here as well to kind of create this little bit of an opening going into this area. Haven't figured out quite what will be in here, but I want to have a nice striking visual right here because we have that mountain in the background. So we'll have with this will create kind of a frame for us. And I think it'll look pretty nice. Now, color-wise, this is what we're going to go for. This will be our shades. We'll be in the stone, and then our mid-tones will be kind of in the tough area, and a little bit of deep slate, and then shadows will be the mud. And mud's not too hard to get a hold of, which is nice. But the thing we're going to do, we're going to, of course, try to work out like some variation. If it was all just these 4 blocks, it would look kind of, I fell down. It would look just a little bit too samey. I like variation, a little bit of variation, not too much, not too little, just the right amount. So I think blackstone will be a really nice variation to pop in here, which will give us like super deep shadows, but I think it'll look really, really cool. And then the deep slate, very easy to come up with variations for this. And the way I work in variations is kind of blob pattern. I see usually when people start texturing their builds, they kind of go in like a noisy pattern. And this, of course, as I've said it many times, is something that I learned from Good Times with Scar. Don't do it super noisy. If it's too noisy, then it kind of doesn't look great. And let me give you an example of what noisy looks like. This would be noisy texture. It's just texture for texture's sake. And in this case, because the blocks are so close together, it's not so bad. It works out pretty good. But most often in real life, when you see variation in patterns and textures and stuff, it's usually for a reason. So you want to have it almost look like it has reason. So it's more blob texturing than anything. And then with the stone, of course, a really nice way to texture that up is with andesite. And I'm not quite sure about this one yet. I'm not quite sure how this will look But if we want some really hot, piping hot highlights, maybe a little bit of clay. It seems like that kind of flows nice. But there's a general idea. We'll have some other blocks in there, like maybe some smooth basalt and stuff. And we just got that cyan terracotta, which I think will work really well in the tough area. But that's kind of the game plan. I've got a general idea of the shape. I know what colors I'm going to use. So now I think it's time to dig in and get building. This looking nice. Good shape. Good colors. It makes me want to go up there. That's a good sign. If you want to go climb your mountains or your cliffs, you know you made good ones. Wait a second. Hello? Hello? A guest. Would you children please shut up? That's rude. That's rude. But I like being rude on here. I'll go see those freaks in a second. I wanted to see this guest. No, there's never, what am I ever checking? I never want anything that he has for sale. On my way. Oh man, I can't show you. I would have loved to have shown you, everything that happened there. Oh! Oh! Oh, goodbye! Goodbye! Holy cow! These jerks! I got feather falling, and but I can't. I think it's got to be a secret. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it is, what they're doing is released. But, let me just tell you, I'm furious. Anyway, all right, here's what we're going to do. What did I say? Did I even get to tell you what I want to do next? Because I ain't done. I really love this. I think it looks great. I do have to still tie in to the mountain over there, but it's cool. My copper aged. Wonderful. What I want to do now is put in a bit of a rope bridge. Rope bridges are difficult in Minecraft. They're difficult and easy. The easy part that I find is no matter what angle you're at, you basically can decide the slack based off of just how you do it. If you know the circles and how the circles are in Minecraft, it's like 5, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, or something like that. Okay, I'm speaking a different language. But something like this would be like, that would be kind of a very loose slack. But if it goes, let's say 7, you know what? This is pointless. This is pointless. If it goes 7 and then it's a little tighter, I think we'll go for something like that. But what's really difficult with these things is, number one, getting rid of kind of these jaggedy looking lines that you're going to have when you're transitioning from here to here. So sometimes we'll use signs to help bridge that transition a little bit, or sometimes we'll use trapdoors to help go to the next level. But also, rope bridges have ropes, and we have a very difficult time kind of working out ropes without being in a very squarish fashion. So I think this is the area where I think I'm gonna like make it look a little bit messy, and I want it to look rickety. It's kind of a PvP map, survive situation. So if it's difficult to cross, and there's some pitfalls if you don't cross it well, then that could be good. So I'm going to kind of try to make it look rickety and help blend the transition of the curve a little bit better. So that's the important thing. I just want it to curve very nice and look smooth from a distance and be kind of a little bit difficult to walk across. That's the form and the function. Cow, excuse me. I'm trying to get a good view of things. Silly cow. This is looking nice. I'm having more and more fun walking around this area, and I think I must fill that in one day. I think as we're just putting more and more pieces into this area, it's starting to feel more alive, and I'm starting to kind of see it. Like we have this just is completely on its own. These trees here, they're completely on their own. Slowly but surely, we'll just kind of blend everything into each other. But for right now, I'm trying to get landmarks in, and that's a good looking bridge. It's a nice curvy shape. You see the hang downs coming down. So it's a rope bridge where the ropes broke. It's about the best way you can pull off ropes in Minecraft, but I think it's looking pretty cool. And even up close, that's the goal with these things, is to kind of draw somebody in from a distance, but also look good up close. You're still here? Go away. I do not need you. I need to make the way up and maybe think about the way up and make it a little more clear. But I think there will be a path over here that leads up this way on this smaller one, and then kind of forces you. But let's walk through this a little bit, shall we? So we have the cliff there, and then this area here, which I've had some ideas rattling around this old brain about what to put in here. A big huge tree on an island could be cool, but a town could be cool as well. How do you put loot in a big huge tree on an island? Oh, there's ways. But here's our rickety rope bridge, and it's not too tough to get across, but it can. There's some fences in here. If you're not paying a little bit of attention, it can get kind of rough, and it looks kind of rough, which I like. But then we have a wraparound here, and I'll probably slab some of this up, and I know right now that I'm going to do this. Yes, it's hollow. You think I care? Little bit of fence. Gonna do some more things to kind of dress it up, put some grass and stuff to make it feel a little more alive and natural. But I think this is a cool, as you're climbing up, is a pretty cool spot. I think the border of the map will be kind of out there anyway. But up at the top, have I made anything yet? No. Will I? Yeah. I have some plans for making some stuff up here, but what a view you get of the whole place. I think that looks pretty sick. So without Elytra, this could be a pretty scary place. And having a PvP battle with somebody up here would be pretty scary as well. I think it's pretty cool, and I'm happy about it, and I think it looks pretty nice. We're not going to go too far over that way because, again, blending purposes. But let's do a fly, shall we? And let's look at this baby one more time. Let's check some other angles. This is the far corner. Why do trees always change every time I come over here? I'm fine. Oh! I never saw this angle. There's the tie-in. I'll tie that in. That's fine. Ignore that. That looks cool from over here. Oh, I like how that looks. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think we built a really cool thing today, making good progress. Bunch of flowers in the fields, beautiful rocks protruding from the ground. I think this is going to happen sooner rather than later. If I can just keep popping things like this out, which isn't too much effort, I think we're going to have a PvP match here in a month or so. Or 3. Or 2. We'll see. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I love you to death, and we'll see you in the next episode.